Okay, can you hear me? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good evening. Okay, if you can hear me, whether you're here live or you're watching the replay later, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. It's good to have you here. It's good to have you here. You're welcome. Okay, so it has been a while since we had a session like this here on the channel. I think our last session is over 6 months ago, and it's really been a while. So you're welcome. Okay. So I want today's session to be a quick one. I don't want us to spend so much time here. So God willing, 30 minutes and we are done. All right. So welcome. I am God's plan Kelechuku Uguja. Many of you know me as Pendulum, and this is my channel. What I do here is basically share tips, advice on personal development and growth. All right. So you're welcome. Thank you for being here. If you can hear me and you can see me, please just put in the comments that you can hear me and you can see me so that I'm sure that I'm not talking to myself. You can comment with your name and let me know where you're watching from. All right. I'm making this video, this live stream from Delta State, Nigeria. So if you're hearing me, if you're seeing me, whether you're here now live or you're watching the replay later, where are you watching me from? What is your name and where are you watching me from? All right. So thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today's program, as you can see from the name, is all about unlocking ruthless efficiency for increased productivity. All right. In our busy world today, in our fast-paced world, one of the things that so many of us struggle with, one of the things that a lot of people find difficult to do is to be really efficient. And efficient means being able to do the maximum even with the least amount of resources, the least amount of time. All right. Being able to give out top performances, being able to give out top value, being able to produce optimum, performances, optimum outputs, even with or without, you know, the best conditions or the best environment, or without everything being perfect, you're still able to deliver. That's someone that's efficient, and someone that can deliver well in record time with minimal resources is someone who is efficient. And someone who is efficient is invariably productive. Someone who is efficient is someone that can get things done. And someone who can get things done is always in high demand. Okay, someone who can get things done is always needed, because these days nobody wants people who have so much excuses and very, very little results. Nobody wants people who always have a good reason why they could not meet up, a good reason why they could not pull through or they could not come through. People want result getters. People want who can deliver, who can give them what they want, who can bring results despite the situations on ground. That are the people that get jobs, those are the people that get employed, those are the people that retain clients. So you see, one of the things is getting clients. If you're a skilled person, whether it's a hard skill or a soft skill, an online skill or an offline skill, one thing is learning your skill. Another thing is getting clients that will pay you for your skill. So getting clients that will give you clothes to sew as a tailor, getting clients that will give you graphics to design as a graphic designer, getting clients that will give you maybe copies to write as a copywriter. But then another thing is delivering and then being able to impress that client to the extent that you retain them, being able to meet or even exceed their expectations, so that next time when they have a job, you're the first person on their mind. And even when they have a friend who needs someone that offers your services, they can recommend you. All right. So, how can you be ruthlessly efficient even in a busy world as we are, even in a fast paced world as we are? How can you, you know, still get a lot done, even when so many things are pulling at you, when so many things are requesting for your attention, so many things are, are contesting for that same 24 hours you have. Okay, now I said I'm going to share 10 things you can do, or 10 steps, or 10 ways to become efficient. All right. But first of all, you need to understand that efficiency is a big part of being efficient is being able to manage your time very well. That's a big part of being efficient. If you can manage your time, then you have ample time to do what you want to do, and that helps you achieve better results. So if you notice, people who are always behind time, people who are always running late, people who is as if whatever they have to do, they are always, struggling to meet up with time, they don't really deliver the best results because they are already in a hurry. They are always in a hurry, and things done in a hurry usually don't always turn out well. So, what a big part of um, efficiency, ruthless efficiency, is being able to become a better time manager, being able to structure your time, structure your day, structure your week so well that is as if you always have spare time. It's as if you always have extra time for what you need to do. You still have 24 hours like others, but why people are running behind schedules and looking for extra time, why people are begging for extensions on deadlines, you are meeting up your targets. All right, so time management is a big part of being efficient. That's what, and that's the first point I want to tell you, or I'm going to share with you. So point number one, how to become ruthlessly efficient. Number one, you need to place more value on your time. You need to place more value on your time. If you can hear me, um, I would like for you to type out these things as I'm saying them, all the points, and put it on the and drop it in the comments. All right, so that um, people that come later can read it and all of that. So I say point number one is to place more value on your time. You cannot become efficient if you don't value your time. There are some people who their time isn't worth much. Anything can take up their time. Anybody can take up their time. All right. Even if they have an activity, they have a task, they have a project to do, they can easily drop that project for something else that is less important. They can easily push that task or that activity to the side for something else, or for someone else, for gossip, for some frivolous activity. And at the end of the day, the core reason for that is that such a person does not value their time. They don't value time in general, but also they do not value their own time. Because if you place value on your time, then you know that every second, every minute, every hour you are spending is costing you money. So you need to spend it on something productive. All right. You need to spend it on something that is advancing a particular purpose that you're pursuing. You need to spend it on something that's probably helping you grow, something that is maybe helping you make money, something that is building you in one way or the other. Okay, so you need to place more value on your time. Stop allowing baseless and, should I say, useless things take up your time, because your time is too valuable. Your time is too valuable. 1 hour of your time is too valuable to lose to irrelevant gossip. It's too valuable to waste on talking about things that have no value, things that have no importance, things that will not add to you, things that will not add to the next person, things that will not add to your bank balance, things that will not affect anything. You waste a whole hour, an hour that you can put into work somewhere, or an hour that you can put, even if it's into sleep, is a better use of your time. Because when you sleep, you recharge yourself, and then you have more strength, you have more focus, you have more energy for whatever task you have ahead of you. So place more value on your time and use your time effectively. Use your time for the right things. Use your time for high value activities, activities that have greater returns. All right, there's time for relaxation, there's time for having fun, but there's a difference between having fun and wasting your time. Okay, put that in the comments somewhere. There's a difference between having fun and wasting your time. You can feel you're having fun while you're just wasting time, while another person is having fun and actually having fun. So there's a difference between having fun, there's a difference between relaxing and wasting time. All right. I hope you got that. Place more value on your time. If you value your time well, you will act, how will I put it? You will act more judiciously with your time. And that is a very key step in being more efficient, because now you're not wasting time on irrelevant and frivolous activities. Okay, so place more value on your time. That's number one. And then number two, how to become ruthlessly efficient, or how to unlock ruthless efficiency. Now, you need to have clear and timed goals. Okay, to become efficient, you need to have very clear and timed goals. Clear and timed goals. To be efficient means you clearly know what you're pursuing, you clearly know what you want to achieve, and you know when you want to achieve it. A goal that is not clear is just a mirage, you're pursuing shadows. And a goal that is not timed is like you pursuing a shifting target, a moving target. You will never get to it. So you must have a clear goal, clearly defined and timed. Okay, this is what I want to achieve. I want to deliver this project to this client. A clear goal. Now, the next thing is, when do you want to have it done? When? Is it in a week time? Is it in 3 days time? Is it in 24 hours time? You need, because when the goal is clear, you have focus. Okay, so a clear goal gives you orientation, it gives you a direction to face. You know that this is where my attention is needed for now. This activity, this task, this project, this area is where I should be focused on, is where I should channel my strength, my everything about me for this period here. And I need to do this for the next 3 days, for the next 24 hours, for the next 1 week. So making your goals clear and timed gives you focus, and also gives you a timeline to follow. So you know that you don't have forever to pursue that goal. You know that you don't have forever to try to achieve that task, and it makes you work more seriously. It infuses seriousness, it infuses urgency and diligence in your tasks. When you know that, okay, I have 24 hours to do this, you will not lazy around, you will not waste time, you will be efficient, because you have a time limit. All right. But if you have a goal and there's no time, okay, I want to deliver this project to this client, but there's no time, you will find out that you keep pushing it back and back and back, because there is no real time for delivery. So number two, have clear and time goals. And that brings us into number three, one thing that will prevent procrastination, because a big enemy of efficiency is procrastination. A big enemy of ruthless time management. A big enemy of doing the most with what you have, the resources, the time you have. A big enemy of that is procrastination. Procrastination is, somebody says, is taking today's problem and putting it in tomorrow's own. So procrastination is basically a grand scheme of wasting time today and wasting time tomorrow. Because you take what you're supposed to do today, push it to tomorrow, you're not doing anything today. And then tomorrow, those tasks are already too much for tomorrow, and you end up being overwhelmed, you push it to next tomorrow again. So it's just a grand scheme, a chain reaction of time wasting. That is procrastination, a chain reaction of time wasting. You're pushing it up and up and up and up, killing each day. It gets more stacked, and at the end, that you find out that you're even struggling to even cope. There's a saying that even simple things, when they are accumulated, they become difficult. Even the simplest of tasks, when you accumulate it, when you push it and stack them on top of each other, they become difficult. All right. So an enemy of efficiency, of productivity, is procrastination, because it robs you of what you can do today, and then by tomorrow it becomes too much to do. It becomes too cumbersome, you become overwhelmed, and you can't even do it tomorrow again. So one way to tackle efficiency, procrastination, one very key way to kill procrastination is having strict deadlines. And that's number three. Have strict deadlines for whatever you're doing. Okay. Now, whether you're working for a client, you're working with a client, you're doing your own personal stuff, you're doing house chores, you're reading for school, you're preparing for exam, you know, have strict deadlines. This is one way of enforcing efficiency, because when you have deadlines, you know that there's a limit within which you must complete the tasks. It forces you to focus and to grind to make sure that within this time limit, I must deliver. I must complete this. I must get this done and over with. And that is what builds efficiency. By the time this becomes your habit, you find out that you're able to complete tasks, you're able to complete tasks in time, and because you complete it in time, it's more likely you will do it well, because um, of course, your deadlines have to be realistic. So when I say strict, I mean that they should not be easily moved around. It should not be like an alarm where you will put an alarm for 5 a.m. Once it ring, you will just snooze it, push it to 5:10. If you ring again, you will snooze it. Maybe before you wake up, it's already 5:40. That is not what a deadline should be. It should be strict. It should be almost immovable. I said almost because, of course, there are always, extraneous situations. There are some things that can get out of hand. All right. You may need a particular material to do a job, and then you find out that it's not available. You find out that, or maybe the one you have will not do what you need, and to get this a suitable one will take you some time. All right. So in that case, it's out of your hands. So that's why I say your deadline must be slightly immovable. But apart from such a case that is completely out of your hands, any other frivolous reason for moving your deadline should not be accepted. It should not come into play. Any frivolous, I don't know that you say stupid, any senseless, any silly reason for moving your deadline should not be accommodated at all. So your deadlines must be strict, but they must be realistic. So give yourself enough time, ample time, not too much time, ample time to complete that task. If it's a task that you know that 1 week is more than enough for me to do it, give yourself 1 week or a bit less than 1 week, and make it so strict that deadline is so strict that you are forced to focus and to work. You're forced to focus and grind. You're forced to focus and concentrate on getting that task done and delivered within that 1 week. It like creates a bubble for you where you're in. Maybe there's a lot of noise around you, there's a lot of activities going on around you, everything is so busy around you, but because of, number one, you value your time, then your goal is clear at time, that you put a deadline, you create a bubble for yourself where you are insulated from those noises. You're kind of cut out, or removed from all that busyness for that 1 week, for that 3 days, for that 2 days, for that 24 hours. Your focus is just on that activity. So whatever is going on around doesn't really matter. Your priority, your focus is set, because you have a strict deadline that you must meet. So even if your client does not give you a deadline, give yourself one. If you're working for a client, whether the client does not give you a deadline, give yourself a deadline. It helps you maintain efficiency. When you give yourself a deadline, it will not allow you lax off. It will not allow you slack off. That deadline will hold you accountable, keep you in check, keep your focus in place. And then once you complete that task, you deliver it. You can maybe take a little break and then move into the next one. That's how efficiency is built. Efficiency is like a muscle. You need to keep exercising it if you want it to stay in shape. If you go to the gym, or you know people that go to the gym, you know that they have to consistently go to the gym. You don't just go for 6 months, build some muscles, then go and sit down for another couple of months. All those muscles you built will just disappear. So efficiency is built like that. It's like muscles. You need to keep exercising it. You need to keep using it if you want it to remain as you built it, or you want it to stay at the level you built it to. All right. So you finish one task, you remove it, you deliver it, you check it off. Give yourself a little break to blow off steam, because all work and no play makes Jack a robot, makes Jack someone that will soon break down. All work and no play will land Jack in the ICU. All right. So you need a little time to blow off steam, to catch your breath, to rest, to relax, to refresh, to recharge. But once that is done, you pick the next activity and create another deadline around it. First of all, you define the goal, and then you create another deadline around it, so that you can focus, you can, laser in on that activity, you deliver it, and you have it done. If you do this for a while, you find out that you become a ruthlessly efficient person. You begin to deliver tasks. And when I mean tasks, I don't really only mean so big activities, even as little as house chores. There are people that are very efficient when it comes to doing house chores, and there are people that are very inefficient. There are people that will do house chores throughout the day, they will not even complete it. They will carry today's phone into tomorrow and start struggling with it tomorrow again. But there are still some people who, before they are done with their chores and everything is off. They've checked off everything, and you have the same 24 hours. You're not more busy than them. It's just the way they have structured themselves, structured their activities, and how they practice this ruthless efficiency. So give yourself deadlines for your tasks. Try it, just try it. Okay, you're a teacher, you have an assignment, or you have tests to mark. Don't just say, okay, I'll mark it. You will find out that in 1 week you're not done, because you've not checked yourself, you've not put yourself in check. There's no deadline. But if you can say, okay, this test, I'll finish it today before I sleep. Of course, you must have checked the number of scripts you're marking and check your day. Okay, so that's why I said it must be realistic. But once you've checked it, okay, I can finish this today, it gives you focus. You know that, okay, I have an assignment that I need to complete. That's how I want you to look at it. So learn, have strict deadlines, strict but reasonable or realistic deadlines. That's number three. Then number four way to become immediately efficient. All these things are interlinked. So it's like a chain, they work together. Number four, you should have a schedule. Some people say schedule or whatever. Have a schedule. Okay, it helps to plan ahead. That's number four. It helps to plan ahead. So have a schedule of activities. All right. Many people be at the end of one day, before the next day, they take some time, maybe before they go to bed, to plan their day. Is a very good practice. They sit down to write a to-do list. Some people have a planner, some people have a calendar. They use it to plan their day. They use it to arrange the activities for the day. They use it to create a schedule. And it is a good habit, it's a necessary habit, because a schedule gives you direction. A schedule is like a map. This is where you need to be going. This is how you're going to get there. That's a schedule. Okay, so it avoids, you know, confusion. It helps you avoid confusion. It helps you get to a point where you don't even know what you're supposed to be doing or when you're supposed to be doing it, especially if you're the kind of person that has very busy day or very busy days. So learn to plan ahead, learn to create a schedule. Okay, the day before, Sunday evening, create a schedule for your Monday. Okay, you should already have an idea how your Monday is going to look. Create a schedule, plan your activities. I know you cannot plan for everything. Some things will take you by surprise. There's a saying, always expect the unexpected. Very well. But if you can plan for 90, 85% of your activities, you're covered. Those remaining ones that can, you know, catch you by surprise, they will not be so much to completely ruin your day, There will not be so much to completely knock you off your stride, or to leave you phased and dazed. So plan the activities you will do the next day. Plan. Okay, some people plan in their head, some people like writing it down or using an app. Whatever works for you. If it's digital, you want to use an app, fine. If you're the old school type, you want to write, you have a calendar, you have a to-do list, fine. If you're the type that can put it in your head, it depends on you, but have a schedule. Plan. This is why you see busy CEOs, you see business owners, they have assistants who plan their schedule ahead. It's not because they just like doing it, or is a hobby or a fun practice. No, it is a necessary practice. It helps organize your day, your activities, and order brings efficiency. Okay, you can put that in the comments or write it down. Write it down, put it in the comments for people that are coming later. Order brings efficiency. Order brings efficiency. Okay, one of the things that makes people so inefficient is chaos. Chaos. When you exist in such a chaotic environment, when there's so much going on around you, you can't even catch a break. Sometimes you're just so confused, you don't even know how to navigate. So having a schedule helps you bring order into your life, into your activities, into your day, into your week, into your month. So try it out and see how it's going to work for you. You can try it out for a month. Then let me know if it works or if it's just trash. All right, have a schedule. Plan ahead. Plan ahead. It's a good practice. It will help you. It will help you. It will help you account for 95, 90, 85% of things that will happen to you. The other 5, 10% are unexpected eventualities which nobody can plan for. But they are so small and so few and far between that you can handle them when they come because you are prepared for the others. Okay, very important. Then number 5, still talking about chaos, still talking about order and efficiency. Number 5 way to become ruthlessly efficient is to declutter your environment. Declutter. Okay, DE-CLUTTER. Declutter. Okay, like I told you, chaos is the enemy of efficiency. Chaos brings confusion. Confusion cancels out efficiency. All right. So, like I said, have a schedule. A schedule helps you organize your activities, organize your, should I say, headspace. All right. Another thing that can help you is when your environment, your space, where you live, where you work is in order. So that's why I say declutter your environment. So many of us live in such disorganized, environment. Our workstation is so disorganized. Our office space is disorganized. Our rooms, our houses are so disorganized. When you need this, you don't know where it is. When you need that one, you can't find it. At this point, the other one is in Kaduna. The other thing you need is in Jos. So much clutter, so much disarrangement, so much, chaos around you. And it will be ruining your efficiency because an organized workspace is already a source of inspiration. An organized workplace is already a good tool. As a workman, as a skilled person, one of your tools is not just your iPad or your laptop or your phone. No, one of your tools is your workspace. And one thing that will sharpen that tool is order. So declutter your environment, arrange things. Those things you don't need, throw them away. Some of us just hoard junk for no reason. You come to your house, you will see shoes, you will see clothes from 5 years ago that you will never wear again. They are still taking up space and littering everywhere. Why? Throw them away or give them out to somebody. Let someone else find use for them since you don't have use for them. throw them away if you don't have anybody to give, or you give somebody that will wear it and appreciate it. But don't just keep them lying around, occupying space everywhere, and you know, joining the chaos around you. Declutter your environment, arrange things, let things have a place, let there be order. Put things where they should be. Those things you use frequently should be within reach. Those things you don't use frequently should be farther out of reach, in the corners, in your cupboards, farther out of reach in your drawers, so that you have a clean space, you have an organized space where you can even sit down and think, where you can even stay and brainstorm, where you can walk without, you know, unnecessary hindrance, unnecessary interruptions, and things tripping you up and down. So declutter your environment. You want to be productive, you want to be efficient. Please start by put arranging things in order. Okay, start by arranging things. Let your workstation, let your house, let your room be in order, so that at any point you know where this thing is. You can go get it. It helps you become efficient. You don't waste time looking for things you should not be looking for. You don't waste time searching for something you should know where it is. So please, that's number 5. Okay, we are 30 minutes. All right. All right. So let me be a bit faster. If you're watching this, you're getting value, you're learning, is blessing you. Please drop a like. Just like the video, drop a comment, please. I want to hear from you and know if really you found this helpful. And then share the video as well. So you can just tap on the share button, copy the link, put it on your WhatsApp status, put it in your groups, wherever you can share it, or to whomever you can share it. All right. And if you're new, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe. There's a lot of content on this channel that can help you personally, help you develop, help you grow, and help you in business and sales as well. All right. There's a lot of sales, there's a lot of business content, marketing, and then personal development content. So subscribe, ring the notifications bell, so that you are, whenever we drop a new video, you'll be notified. You watch, you learn, you grow. All right. So thank you. Let's go on number 6. I'll be faster now. Most of these things, like I said, they work together. So I may have mentioned it, but learning to prioritize ruthlessly. Number 6, learn to prioritize ruthlessly. I've made mention of something like this. All right. Prioritizing is a key component of efficiency. Prioritizing means knowing what you're supposed to be doing and what you're not supposed to be doing part time, giving priorities, giving preference to your many activities. We are all busy, we all have multiple things, contending for our attention at any given point. But everything that is contending for your attention, they have 4 categories. Okay, some things are urgent and important, some things are urgent but not important, some things are important but not urgent, some things are not important and not urgent. 4 categories of anything that you have that is going on in your life. I'll take it again, you can write it down. Some things are urgent and important. These things should be top priority in your life. Things that are urgent. Urgent means they need immediate attention. So probably you have a job that you need to deliver soon. It's urgent and it's important because it's a source of income for you. It's what sustains you, it's what pays your bills. So urgent and important. These things should be priority A. It should be highest. Nothing should take, supersede them in importance or order. You must handle these tasks first before you go to other ones. No matter what, you must take care of these. Let's call this A level, urgent and important tasks. You must take care of them first before you go to any other one. Then B level is things that are urgent but not important. All right. No, sorry. B level is things that are important but may not be urgent. That's B level. They are important, yes, meaning they have value, they are necessary, they have use, but they may not be urgent. So It's not now. It's not something that demands your attention at this point. So that's why they are B level. They are below the other ones. They are important, so you should attend to them. You need to take care of them. You need to give them attention and time. But it doesn't have to be now. They can wait. That's the whole point. They can wait. They can be postponed to a later time. A later time that must be clearly defined to avoid procrastination. Procrastination is just pushing things into tomorrow. No plan to do them, no time to do them. You just push it into the air. But if you postpone with intention, is different from procrastination. Okay, I think you should write that down. Postponing with intention is different from procrastination. When you postpone with intention, I'm writing it down. I didn't plan for this one, it just came. So write it down as well. Postponing with intention is different from procrastination. Okay. Now, when you postpone with intention, you push things to a later time. Yes, obviously you cannot do everything at once. It's not possible. But when you postpone with intention, you are pushing things to a later time with a plan on how to do them and with a specified time to do them. So it's not just that um, I will create that website tomorrow, I will design that flyer tomorrow, I will design that flyer later. No, that's procrastination. But okay, I will design that flyer between 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. this night. I'll design that flyer before I go to bed. That is postponing, but with intention. All right. So you have a plan and you have a time to do it. Okay. So um, that's I was talking about B tasks that are important and urgent, but not urgent. So you may not do them now because you have the A tasks to do, but you have a plan to do them later. Okay, you have a plan to do them later. Then you have the C tasks that are urgent but not important. Tasks that are urgent but not important. Okay, now these ones demand your attention, but they may not always have so much value. So there are some things that come up that need you to attend to them. There are things that come up that are urgent. Okay, they may not have so much value. They may not really add much to you. They may not really change much, move the needle much on your finances or your relationships or your spiritual life, but you just need to attend to them. It's fine, but they are C tax. They are C tax. So you must not do them before your A and B tax. You cannot do them before your A and B tax. Okay, so note that they are urgent, so they need your attention and you get to them, but you must have finished your A tax and your B tax before you get to those urgent but not important tasks. Okay, then finally you have the D tax, which are not urgent, not important. These ones you should not even do them. Okay, now these ones you should not do them. Your D tax, not urgent, not important, they are time wasters. Okay, so you should not even do them. These are the ones you should eliminate from your schedule. These are the tasks you should eliminate from your schedule. If they have no importance and they are not urgent, eliminate them from your schedule. They are wasters, they are time wasters. And please, relaxing, sleeping, or having fun, they are not detoxed. They are they have importance. Relaxing is important. Sleeping is important. Okay, so they are not detox. Detox are things like gossiping. Okay, things like just whiling away time doing nothing important. All right. So your D tax, you need to eliminate them. You need to clear them from your schedule. Then your C tax, those that are urgent but not important, are tax you should learn how to delegate, and that's number 7 on this list of becoming ruthlessly efficient. Number 7, you should learn how to delegate wisely. Okay, so your tasks that are urgent but not important, D tax, they should be up for delegation. All right, except there is nobody to give it to. These are not tasks you should be doing because you don't have enough time. Delegate these tasks. All right, so I say you must learn to delegate wisely. Now, delegate wisely means two things. Number one, knowing what to delegate. Number two, knowing whom to delegate it to. That's what it means to delegate wisely. All right, to delegate means to give someone else responsibility on your behalf. Give someone else the power, the responsibility, the directive to carry out an activity on your behalf. That's to delegate. Maybe you have something to do, you're not free to do it. You give someone else to do it for you in your place. That's delegating. All right. Now, I said delegating is a powerful strategy for efficiency. See, when you see people that are so efficient, so people that are doing a lot, okay, many of them are not doing it alone. No. Two things that help them is delegation and having a good team. Even having a good team is still delegation. Because when you have a good team, you delegate tasks to these people. See, somebody said, I think is I've forgotten whether it's Max Payne or so. One of the most important steps in your development is to realize that people will help you do a better job than you can do on your own or that you can do alone. By the time when you master how to work with and through people, you will exponentially increase your output. Some people have mastered this and some people are still struggling to do everything by themselves. When you master how to work through people, I call it leverage. When you learn how to leverage on people, you are going to geometrically increase your outputs. So I had a private session with some of my students where I explained this principle of leverage. I explained it in depth for over an hour. All right. And that session is part of my 10 in 1 audio development bundle. I have a 10 in 1 audio development bundle where myself and I think six other um, ex- um, you know exemplary successful young people came together to form a teaching series. So it's a series of audio recordings, 10 of them on 10 different areas of personal development. Okay, I think it goes for 5,000. So if you're interested, you can reach out to me for more details. But it's basically a package, 10 audio recordings dealing with different areas of personal development. The whole package is 5,000. And I think there's a bonus attached if you get it. You get one of my books as well. All right. So if you want that dynamism and leverage, sorry, leverage is one of the topics I handled in that bundle. There are so many others. Playing to your strengths is another topic there. Dynamism is another topic there, and so many others. But I was trying to make a point. Knowing how to delegate is a powerful tool. It's a powerful tool. You will just be achieving so much. Both you're achieving, the people you are working with and working through, they are achieving, they are growing, and people are just seeing results, results, results. They don't know how you're doing it. Delegating. So no, stop trying to do everything. That's why I say your D tax, eliminate them. Your C tax, delegate. Even some of your B tax, some tasks that are important but not urgent, you can delegate them. If you have people you can trust, people with high sense of responsibility and commitment, people you know that you can put things in their hand and they will hold it well and deliver almost as well as you will. Then you can delegate your B tax to those ones. Since it's important, so it has value, it needs to be done well, even though it's not so urgent. You can delegate it to those people. Because it's not so urgent, they have time to do it and do it well. All right. Then you focus on your A tax. That is it. In fact, this should be the most important principle of efficiency. Because when you're able to eliminate and delegate, you have more time to focus on your A tax, those tasks that bring in the greatest result. Pareto principle states that 80% of your result comes from 20% of your activities. So that big result you are seeing is orchestrated by just 1/5 of everything you do. So that 1/5 should be focused on your highest value activities, your A tax. You should be focused on your A tasks, where you can put in your greatest effort, your greatest resources, your greatest amount of time, because they are the big, deal. Okay? Then your B tasks, you delegate some of them. Obviously, you must delegate it to people who can, deliver. That's why it's important. That is not part of this, but it's important to pour into other people. It's important to groom people. It's important to mentor people. Many of us just grow and go on our own. No, as you're going, bring people along with you on your journey. Don't just grow like a bamboo. No, bring people along with you on your journey. These people will help you. You need their help. You need their support at, at different stages of your journey. So don't just run alone. Say if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with people. All right. When you have groomed people, you see people that have potential, that have talents, and they are not scared to work. You bring them close, you groom them, you teach them, let them learn from you. Even if it's just by observation or by proximity, you can learn by proximity, you can learn by observation. Okay, they learn from you, they grow. At a point, you begin to delegate. As you're delegating tasks to them, you're helping them build competence. You're helping them, you're strengthening their hands. Now they are not just learning by seeing or watching, they are learning by doing. They are growing. Tomorrow, that person can stand on his own and he will always be grateful to you. Now that person has helped you, meet up with your activities. You have helped that person grow. So delegate. I said delegating means knowing what to delegate. You don't delegate everything. Okay? Delegating everything means you want to become lazy. You don't delegate everything and you don't delegate to everybody. You should be able to select those who you can trust to delegate different activities to. Everybody should not receive the same, level or importance when it comes to delegation. There are some sensitive tasks that if you can't do it, you must give people who it would be like you're the one there. All right? Delegate wisely. Use your head. That's number 7, right? Or number 8. I think that's number 8. Okay. So we're almost done. Two more. Number 9, you want to become ruthlessly efficient at anything, any activity, any task. One other thing that will help you is to develop your skills. Develop your skills in that particular activity. Develop your competence, your proficiency in that particular field. See, this is the reason why so many of you are not efficient. You know too little to deliver so well. That's just the truth. What you know is, you see, in every field, eh, there are better ways to get things done. There are faster ways to get things done. You just don't know them. That is, see, knowledge is the difference maker. Knowledge is the differentiator. That thing you are struggling with, trying to find maybe a graphic designer, trying to find a way to manually get the picture to enter inside that shape. You are using 2 days to do. There is somebody that has paid for knowledge somewhere that can do that in 30 minutes with a particular app that you don't know about, that you don't even know exists, or a particular trick that you don't know. So you want to become efficient, you want to deliver optimum at every point with limited resources, limited time. Develop your skill. Go for knowledge, not just knowledge, practical knowledge. What I mean by that is you learn and you do. That is the balancing. You learn, you do. You learn, you do. If you learn for learning sake, you're just like a bag. You're just taking in, you're not releasing. And what happens to things you store in a bag? They eventually begin to rot. So this number 9 is too important. Increase your skills. Stop dancing around on level 1. You learn a part of a skill and you stay there for years, scratching and scratching and scratching. Are you a DJ? Oga, grow. Go for knowledge. Go and learn. Practice and climb. Ah, for 3 years you are still struggling with putting header and footer in the right place. You need to grow. You need to learn. You need to climb. That's how you become efficient. There are things that is not hard work that is the key to it. It's knowledge. There are things that knowledge is the key to getting, to breaking through. You'll be here struggling with something. Somebody will just come, press three places, bah, 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 everything will fall into place. You think they got that? You think they came from heaven with it? No, knowledge. And many of these knowledge, this type of knowledge, is not gotten in free classes. It's not gotten on YouTube. Pay for it. Pay for what you value. Pay. As long as you're sure that this person knows what he's doing, knows how to teach, because those are two things. Somebody may have the knowledge, but they don't know how to teach, so you can pay and still not learn. But you're sure that this person knows what they are doing and they know how to teach. So they have the knowledge and they know how they can impact it, they can transfer it. Pay and learn. That's the field you have chosen. That's the field you want to grow in. That's the field you want to earn from. But you don't want to invest in it. Is it fair? You must put that corn in the ground before you expect it to die and grow and give you returns. So please develop your skills, develop your proficiency in that area you want to be efficient. The more you know, the better you get. It's like you are fine tuning yourself. You are sharpening out all those dull edges. You're streamlining. When you go for knowledge, when you go to improve your skill, you are streamlining yourself. You're becoming a pointed sword that can cut through tasks, cut through projects, cut through assignments easily. That is efficiency. What people are struggling to do in 2 days, you deliver in 3 hours. And when you are that efficient, you can charge what you like. People who need that kind of speed, because there are people that need good job, there are people that need good job done quickly. People who need that kind of speed will come to you. You deliver. So knowledge will differentiate you so much. Go for refined knowledge. Go for extra knowledge. Go for rarefied knowledge. Stop playing on the ground. Climb. Stop playing. Tell yourself, stop playing on the ground. It's time to climb. If you have somebody, tell your neighbor, put it in the comments, write it down. Stop playing on the ground. Go for knowledge. That's how you become efficient. That's how you separate yourself. What people don't even know exists in your field. You come out and you are playing with it as if it's child's play. It's knowledge. It's knowledge and experience. Experience comes from doing. That's why I said learn and do. Experience comes from practice. Okay? So, number 9, learn more. Develop your skills. The more skilled you are in an area, if other things are in place, the more efficient you will be. You will deliver jobs with ease, because you know how to do it and do it very well. Finally, number 10, how do you become efficient? Keep pushing yourself. Keep demanding more from yourself. Keep demanding more. Don't settle. You're doing well, fine, but there's more. Don't settle. Okay? Complacency is the enemy. Complacency will make you yesterday's man. Complacency will bring you down. Winston Churchill said something. It is not what did he say? How did he say it? I think he said something that about failure is not fatal, courage is not final. It's the courage to continue that counts. So it doesn't matter if you're falling or you've won, continue. If you win yesterday, you don't win today, we're already forgetting about you. If you did well yesterday and today you're struggling, somebody else is taking your place. Okay? Only the paranoid. Okay, yes, I think there's another quote. They say you should not don't allow success get to your head. Only the paranoid survive. So be paranoid about success. Don't believe. People say you're the best, you're too good, you're too good. Yeah, don't believe them. When I mean don't believe them, I don't mean you should not acknowledge how far you've come. Get me right. But let's not get into your head. Keep telling yourself, I've done well, I can do better. I've done well, I can do better. Okay? That's why I tell people be contented but don't be satisfied. Okay, be grateful for where you are. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for how far you've come, for what you've achieved. But realize that there is more. So be contented, but don't be satisfied. Don't sit where you are because they say life is like a bicycle. For you to keep moving forward, you have to keep pedaling. So the day you stop and say, okay, I don't want to pedal again, you're either going to fall or you have an accident. So you need to keep pedaling. Continue demanding more from yourself. You design a website in 3 days. Good. Can you do it in 2.5 days next time? Can you do it in 2 days? Can you get to a point where you can design that same website, the same standard or even better in 1 day? That is ruthless efficiency. That is increasing efficiency. Okay? You completed a brand makeover in 1 week. Beautiful. But can you, with time, I'm not expecting to do it overnight, but with time, can you get to a point where you can do that same makeover or a better makeover, a better redesign of the entire brand, you know, maybe UI, UX, Outlook, and everything in 3 days? Can you go from 1 week to 3 days? That's improvement. That's ruthless efficiency. You collect the same money, you do it in less time, or even charge more. All right, so thank you so much. Those are the 10 ways. If you apply this, if it doesn't work for you, eh, go to the village and apologize to that woman you offended. If you do these 10 things and it doesn't work for you, just go back to the village and apologize to that old woman. Let her let you go. But barring that, you will find that you will come on by leaps and bounds. All right. So I don't know if there are questions. I can't see questions here. But if you have questions, you can put it in the comment at any time, even if you're watching the replay. Put it in the comments, and I always read comments, so I will respond to you in the comments. All right. Please don't forget to like the session. If you found it, even if it's one thing you learned, like it. Just drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know what is that one thing you learned. I want to know what did you take away from this session. What is your um what did you learn? What did you get? Okay. What is that one thing you're going to start implementing and you're going to start doing? Okay. And then share this session. I know you have been impacted, you've been blessed. You also need to bring someone else. Let your neighbors, let your friends, let your audience also share. So just share this, forward this, the link to your WhatsApp, your Facebook, everywhere. It will not cost you anything, but it can bless somebody's life. All right. And then, like I said, if you're new, subscribe. Subscribing is free. Turn on the notifications button so that whenever I drop a new video or we have a live session, you'll be notified so that you can join us. All right. And then before I go, I spoke about the 10 in 1 audio bundle. Okay. Each audio is around an hour plus. So the 10 of them means you're getting almost 12 hours of premium self development teachings, trainings, audio. Okay. It's something that if you listen to, you practice, you will recognize yourself in the next 2-3 months if you practice. So get it, it's 5,000. Send me a message if you want it. And like I said, you get my book with it. My book Checkmate comes along with it. So you're getting so much for 5,000. 5,000 will not buy you data now. But 5,000 can change your life if you invest it in the right thing. Okay, so I think that's my number on the screen. You should have my number if you're here. But if you don't have it, that's my number. You can send me a WhatsApp message and we'll talk more about the bundle. Okay, it's 5,000, like I said, so it's not free. All right, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. We'll do this some other time. I don't know when. But until then, stay safe. Bye.